Welcome to Her Finance, a channel dedicated to empowering girls and women in their financial journey. We are going to tackle something that is on pretty much everyone's mind, getting our family's finances organized. We are going to take what it feels like this huge, overwhelming mess of papers, numbers, and turn into something strong, solid, and secure. Okay, let's get into it. This is the kind of question that can really keep you up at night, right? That nagging feeling that just one little thing, a surprise bill, a job loss, could make the whole thing just collapse. It's a super common fear, but it's one we can absolutely take control of. So let's look at this a different way. Instead of a mess we have to clean up, think of it really like a cool construction project. We are going to build your family a financial house, a place that's all about security, shelter, and just peace of mind. And we are going to do it together, one brick at a time. Every single great building starts with a rock solid foundation. And for a financial house, the foundation is all about one thing: understanding and mastering your cash flow. That means your budget and your debts. If you get this part right, everything else we build on top is going to be so much more stable. Okay, so the very first brick we are laying is clarity. You have got to have a super clear picture of what's coming in and what's going out each month. So you start by listing it out every single income source, your paycheck, side hustle, all of it. Then you track all your expenses, the fixed stuff like rent, variable stuff like groceries. This isn't about feeling guilty or anything, it's just about knowing your numbers. Once you know what your monthly expenses are, you can build the most critical part of this whole foundation, your emergency fund. Seriously, this is your financial shock absorber. The goal here is to have about 3 to 6 months worth of your essential living cost saved up somewhere you can get it to it easily. Then you need to know your liabilities. This means listing out every single loan you have: car, home, credit cards, you name it. And this is the fun part, really. This is where we shift from just managing today to actually building for tomorrow. We are talking savings, investments, and setting some real exciting goals. The process here is actually pretty simple. First, you have to define what you are even building for. Is it that big family vacation next year, your kids' college fund way down the road, or really comfortable retirement? As soon as you know the what, you can start building specific investment portfolios for each goal, and of course, keep contributing to those long term retirement plans. Think of these as your building materials. You've got a whole toolbox to work with here, from simple things like savings accounts to things that are more focused on growth, like stocks and mutual funds. The trick is just picking the right materials for the right job. You want to build a diversified portfolio that helps your money grow over the long haul. Okay, your house is just a frame. Insurance is your first line of defense, your primary shield. Health insurance is there to protect you from those massive medical bills. Life insurance is there to provide for your family if you're gone, and of course, property insurance protects your actual stuff. Don't think of these as just another bill. They're absolutely essential layers of the protective roof. Now, let's talk about the legal framework. This is really about creating documents that can speak for you when you can't. The first and the most famous one is a will. It's basically your instruction manual for what should happen after you are gone, making sure your assets go to the right people and deciding who will take care of your kids. Honestly, it's one of the most fundamental acts of love and responsibility you can do. But what happens if you're still here, but you're not able to make your own decisions? Well, that's exactly what a power of attorney is for. It gives a person you trust the power to manage your affairs. This isn't about giving up control at all. It's about making sure your financial house stays in order even when you can't be the one steering the ship. And finally, we have one of the simplest but most important pieces of this whole roof: the nominee. For every single bank account, investment, and insurance policy you have, you just name a person to get the money. This simple step makes sure that your loved ones can get those funds quickly without a bunch of legal headaches. All right, the house is built. Foundation solid, walls are up, the roof is on tight, but the job is not quite done. Any good house needs a regular upkeep to stay strong. And for our financial house, that means organization and most important of all, communication. This part is all about making sure that you and your family can actually use this amazing house you have built. Like, where are the important documents kept? Who knows the passwords? Who you should call in an emergency? You need a system, sort of like a key holder's guide, to make sure the right people can find the right information when they need it most. But just having the keys isn't enough if only one person knows how to open the doors. See, a financial house is meant for the whole family. But way too often, these plans fall apart simply because nobody talked about them. And that is exactly why you need a blueprint for communication. This looks like having regular family State of the Union meetings about your finances, talking openly about big decisions, and teaching your kids about money from an early age. It's about turning personal finance into a team sport, not some secret solo mission. This is a maintenance that keeps your house strong for generations. And really, that's what this is all about, isn't it? We have talked about budgets, investments, legal documents, but at the end of the day, building this financial house is about creating a stable, secure home where your family can really thrive without all that money anxiety hanging over them. So, I'm going to leave you with this one question. Your first step is just tracking your spending for a week, or maybe it's just checking the nominee on one bank account, or maybe it's just starting the conversation with your partner. So, what's the first brick you're going to lay? Do like, share, and subscribe to join me in this financial awareness journey.